It doesn't even work. Good morning. Let's see. Give it a few minutes. Trying to clean up my work area. I left it a hot mess on Tuesday. Good morning. My workroom is a mess. All right. Happy Thursday. Let's see. All right. Am I frozen? I was frozen. I'm so sorry. Good morning. Yeah, I was frozen. I'm sorry. Okay. It's Thursday. So yeah, what am I doing today? Today I want to film a tutorial for tomorrow, but I need to clean my room. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. It is a hot mess. I have water bottles everywhere. I have threads everywhere. I have, you know, when you cut the seam allowance to reduce the bulk, I have little bulky seam allowances everywhere. So I need to reduce that. Good morning. So I need to clean that up real quick, and I'm hoping if I can do that within like a few hours because I want to wipe down all my machines, oil all my machines, and uh, wipe down the counter for my cutting table. I like to use a sponge and get all the lint because that cutting table has been through the motions because of these last two conventions. Now I do have another convention in September. September is going to be a fun month because I have my last convention of the season, as well as a week after the convention is So Magical Expo. So September is going to be crazy. So I'm going to be doing a lot of sewing this month and next month to build up my inventory. Because as of right now, for Baltimore Comic Con, I have 10 bags. 10. My inventory is completely gone. I am not mad. I'm very happy about it. But now it's time for me to come up with some really cool different collections so that way I can present them at Baltimore Comic Con. I have a whole Star Wars in my head and like a Tim Burton thing, like we're like a Nightmare Before Christmas, Wednesday kind of like isk thing. Like it doesn't have to be Tim Burton, but like the feeling of Tim Burton, like kind of like Coraline with the. Why am I free? I don't know. I do not know why I'm freezing today. I'm sorry. I don't it could be my Wi-Fi maybe. Sorry. I've never froze this much. Good morning. Um yeah, so Baltimore Comic-Con. Baltimore Comic-Con will be my last one and it's usually the biggest one because it's the one that I get it's like the holiday funds and year-end supplies that I need to get. So I'm excited. So I hope everybody got the link for Stitch Co. Supply on Tuesday. I did put a post in not Facebook, YouTube to remind you guys. She has the pre-orders open until they cap, and she has capped every year. Cap meaning that she has an allotted amount of boxes that she's willing to sell. And once that hits that number, then she doesn't sell anymore. So there's that. So I'm really excited about Stitch Supply Co. because she worked with Giuseppe, Juicy Juice, the fabric. his fabric lines are always so amazing. He actually had a line of fabric like that was like a neon collection that I thought I was going to get my hands on, and it sold out like everywhere within 24 hours. So, he is very talented. He does a lot of different quilt blocks. Yeah, just another artist. I'm so excited when I see a fabric company work with another like fabric designer that we all know, and they make magic. So I'm excited to see what's inside this box. Um if I hear about any other boxes, I will like, come on a morning live and give it to you. I've been looking to see if Soul Yours has hers yet. I need to go on her Instagram to see if she posts anything. My Facebook feed is so out of whack. My Facebook feed is like 5 days old. I have no idea. And no matter how many times I refresh it, it's always 5 days old. So there's that. So I'm trying to do a tutorial today, but I can't guarantee it because I want to clean my room. I need to go over my inventory to see how much hardware I have and all that stuff. And it's going to be hard to function or create something without knowing what I need to get or where everything is. Like, I think I'm out of Decaville Light. Yeah. Hey, Leslie. Yeah, I'm out of Decaville Light. Me, Shinova. Yeah. Oh my God. And I just found, and I want to, there's like so many patterns that I want to make now. There's a pattern that I want to do a tutorial for that I haven't seen on Facebook, that I haven't seen on Instagram, that I stumbled upon it when I was, like diving into, Etsy, and I'm really excited to do this pattern. And the designer gave me the A-OK to do a tutorial. So I'm really excited about that. There is like 2 tests I need to complete. I'm going to do that this weekend though. I'm going to do Friday one test, Saturday the other test. I like to take the whole day to test and only focus on that so that way I can write down any notes, all that stuff, all that jazz. Good morning, Christine. So yeah, that's basically it. Yesterday I just took off. I'm still not feeling great. I think I have a sinus infection. I do need to probably go see a doctor. I usually whenever I get a sinus infection, let it get to 7 or 10 days because which is right. They don't want you to have antibiotics unless you're like 7 or 10 days into it. Because most sinus infections are viral and not bacterial. And as we know, antibiotics cures bacterial. So I don't like to take unnecessary, antibiotics if I don't have to. But I hate steroids, and I think that might be coming because my body is not acting normal. With the sinus infection, I also got like a wicked heat rash and got attacked by mosquitoes on one side of my arm. So it looks like big welts of like I got chicken pox bites, and then I look like I have Braille writing on my arm. It is, it's not the business right now, but if my voice sounds like Barry White tomorrow or Saturday, you know why. Postnasal drip is real for me, and it sucks. Hello, Arnetta. I know. That's what I'm saying, Leslie. Like I have 2 tests due, and I have 2 tests due, and I have one more bag I need to finish that is a custom. I busted out like 3 custom bags this week, so I feel pretty good. They're all in the mail. I did the repair. Kindle helped me clean the bag for the person because it was cotton. I feel pretty good about it. I'm just tired. Normally after a convention, I needed like at least 4 days to decompress, and I took Monday off, but to turn around and like bust my butt and finish these other bags. And now I need to finish one more order, which is a Catalina, and it's so that bag doesn't take a incredibly long time for me to make. And then I want to do a couple of videos. Ooh. Oh yeah, you're gonna get me in trouble, Arnetta, you know. Yeah, everyone's having these really cool sales. Did you guys get anything from Amazon? Um, I got extension cords for my phone. I got like the ones that are like 8 feet. for my work room. And then I got the fast charger one. If you have a Samsung or like all phones have their version of the fast charging. So I got a couple fast charger cords and they're coming in today. And I'm like really excited about them. I have not shopped from Printy yet. I do want to. There's a couple that I want from her. I seen that she had this bee fabric, and I kind of want it. Good morning. Yeah. So oh, also on what was it on Tuesday or Wednesday? I went shopping with Hope to get her some pre-birthday gift stuff. She's into her little emo phase, and I'm here for it because like high school Nova was like all about Nirvana t-shirts, black eyeliner, mascara, and just like anti everything. So I'm like, Kendall's like, she's going through her dark phase, and I'm like, I am here for it. She's also going through her cheesy horror movie phase. So this is really fun for me. If you guys remember in the late 90s, early 2000s, this is when all the really bad, good horror movies came out, like Anaconda, Lake Placid. So we're watching Deep Blue Sea yesterday, and we're having so much fun because these movies aren't really scary. It's more of like jump scares. And it's not like a possession or anything like that. It's like an animal that is now wanting to attack. This all stemmed from us watching Cocaine Bear and couldn't stop laughing. And I told her about Lake Placid and how it is a good storyline and not bad graphics, but it's a bad movie. Like altogether, it's a bad movie because like if you rewatch it now as an adult, like there's only one person that reacts to death. Everybody else is like, "Oh my god, that guy's head came off from that crocodile." Like, "Oh my god, we should do something." And what one person screaming hysterically. We also found the formula: if you are a woman and you're wearing a white tank top, you're going to fall twice in the movie and you're going to die. And it's in every single one we have seen so far. There is somebody wearing a female character wearing a white tank top, and they're usually doctors. This is the part that is hilarious. But so we've been every night we are watching a movie from like late 90s, early 2000, like a jump scare movie that is a B movie. And we were like, thank you, Lynette. We're having so much fun. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds cool, Jenny. Friction pens. I don't know. Friction pens do not stay alive in my house. Like they dry out. I don't know why. And I always buy like really cool colors. You know who has really cool color friction pens? Fat Quarter Shop. I got like a blue and a purple that are this color. I don't know why I want weird colors. I do. But I did find this fun fact for friction pens. I didn't know they were also erasable on paper. So when Hope and me had downtime during the convention, we were playing tic-tac-toe or hangman, and you can erase your pen. I was like, shut up. I did not know the top of the cap was an eraser. Ooh, yeah. Thank you. I always get number two pencils on Prime Day. Like I'll go get like a huge box of them because I actually not only do the kids use them in school, but I use them in like all my work because you can just erase them. So when I'm drawing my credit card lines, my fold lines, I usually use a pencil. It it it's a cheapy but worky, and it doesn't like bleed through to the fabric. I don't I actually that's the funny thing. If you really look at the places that I shop, I don't. I haven't shopped at Printy. I've never shopped at Bodio. Half the places that people shop at, I don't. I just someone asked me to buy waterproof canvas from Wonderground, and that was like my first time going there. I generally stick to the same places. I buy from Emmeline Bag when I want a bulk order. If I'm running on something that's really low and I need it fast, I usually go to Lauren Mormino, Sarah Lawson, and or Sally Tomato or New Moxie, something like that, where I know I can get it within a couple business days. I go like those are the places I go. But as in fabrics, I usually buy from Backstitch Fabric, and especially because Backstitch has they with most of their rounds now, they'll have a main print, but they'll have a coordinating print that is unusual color, like a matte blue, royal blue, or whatever. So I'll get things from them. But I don't shop at a lot. My vinyls usually come from weird places, like me going to a furniture store and getting it, or going to Sellrite and getting it. Like I don't, and I'm an avid for person. I go to Joann's. My black, blue, my navy blue, my black marine vinyl, my red marine vinyl, my green and yellow all come from Joann's. The reason why I go there is because if I need to do a bag again, just similar like I did the Rocky Horror, I know that vinyl came from Joann's. I just hop in the car, I get the vinyl, and I call it a day. Um, so it's like they always have it. So oh yeah, we're all gonna be opening up these Stitch Supply boxes together. I'm so excited. Did you read that she said that she has it when they ship, there's a support group. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God. There's a support group that will help you, encourage you not to peek. And I know this sounds simple, but it's not. It takes everything in my willpower not to sneak. It takes everything because it's been ingrained in me since I was a little Nova. The thrill of the hunt is real for me. Like I like to do things with, like, when it comes down to presents ahead of time. This is the reason why my family don't give me gifts ahead of time or anything, because they know I want them. It's easier for me to pretend like they don't exist. And I've been really proud because the last couple of Avid calendars I haven't cheated. Like I'll like touch the envelope or something, but I'm not like holding it up to a light or trying to steam clean open the envelope like I used to do as a kid. I'm just saying. Okay, Jenny, thank you. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it's not just me. It's because it's like this weird excitement. And the advent calendars are actually quite genius to open up one thing every day. So every day, even if you're having a bad day, you get some kind of thrill that you're opening up a little gift. Totally get it. It is so hard because I want to just like tear apart the box and just like I don't know. It is really hard. So like me going live and opening up my boxes last year has kept me honest. There's two things that happened from this. One, Captain's Log came out of it. Two, you guys kept me honest because I want you I don't have a poker face. If I seen it already, you would tell in my face. Anyone that has met me in person could tell you I have a very animated face. And you could tell disdain, truth, lie, anger on my face. It is really hard for me to I can't fake the funk. My face doesn't lie. And it's like my mom used to say, there's a song, an older song that it's called It's Written All Over Your Face. My mom used to sing it when she knew when I was lying, and she would say that because I have a very animated face. So by doing Captain's Log last year, it kept me honest, and that's how we continued with Captain's Log wouldn't have never happened if we didn't have the Advent calendar. So thank you, Stitch Supply Co. Jenny, we'll keep each other honest. Arnetta, you have to be the voice of reason every day too. Yes, I try to tell everybody that I don't advocate for Joann's at all because I feel like some of their staff is amazing and they really have some kind of sewing background, and then there's others that are teenagers that are coming out from high school and they're just cutting fabrics and they can't even tell you they if you ask for 1 meter, they probably would look at you like you're crazy. Like what's a meter? But the marine vinyl at Joann's is like my business. Like I keep telling everybody it's a good quality. I've never had any issues with it, and it's always there. So if I use these as my primary colors in making bags, if I do want to kind of replicate or repair somebody, I just have to go 3 miles away to go get the vinyl, and that's it. Instead of having a vinyl that's like, oh, once in a lifetime, we're not going to remake it, then it like kind of sucks if something happens to that vinyl. I can't do anything to like fix it. I need to try Bodio. So I'm hoping that um after my birthday or whatever, I will try to get something from them because I keep hearing really good things about them. I will try. Tobacco glazed vinyl. I'm curious to see what that looks like. Like, is it browns and reds? Yeah, Joann's website, I want to throw my computer in the trash every time I'm on it. You know what else I hate about Joann's? And I sorry, Joann's, if you're watching, your order and pickup on curbside sucks. It sucks. You guys never have anything that you have in store in stock, and there's always something missing from my order because miraculously, when you guys went to go look for it, it wasn't there. It sucks. It sucks so hard. Joann is convenient. Yes, very, very convenient because they're the only other thing I like about Joann's is this that if they don't have the vinyl, like the black one there, I can drive 10 miles or 15 miles somewhere else to another Joann's and get it. I swear every time my daughter does the dishes, she breaks a dish. That was Faith. Yeah, I want to try the Bodio. I definitely do. Um, I'm also going to be doing a video this weekend on a review because I've had my press now for under a month. Holy smokes, guys. I think I'm in love with my press. Like seriously, I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm in love with it's my favorite new favorite tool because one, I could change out the dies really easily, and I'm loving, loving, loving the magnetic snap dies. I'm loving that. Okay, the rivet one. Um, but I'm also loving I'm using the 24 line snap one a lot easier. I love how deep the throat is. And I think that is if someone's going to make a cheaper version of this machine, they need to make a rivet press with a deeper throat because we look for the throat space in a sewing machine so we can stuff our bags or our quilts or clothes or whatever we want in it. It's the same thing. When I really realized how much throat space my regular press has, this and I always have it available because it's always by me. When I see this throat space, this is nothing. The fact that the throat space on the other one is literally like this whole machine. I can stuff a bag easier inside of there and set a rivet without trying to roll it up or do something like that. So I'm excited about that. It has literally made some way differences. Now, that son of a biscuit eater is heavy. Like when I hold it with one hand, it's like holding a 5-year-old. So like I'm okay, maybe a 3-year-old, but like a solid 3-year-old that like has never missed any meals like that. Hmm. You can get your wax canvas. Well, I have videos on showing you how you can wax your own canvas, but if you want to buy pre-bought, you have Emmeline Bag, you have Fabric Funhouse, you have there's a couple other people. Who else has wax canvas? There's a couple other people I know. Those are the two that are coming to my mind, but there's other people that have wax canvas too. But Fabric Funhouse in Texas has a boatload of colors in wax canvas. Like they have gorgeous colors. And another thing they have that I don't hear a lot of people speaking of is they have matching threads. So let's say you put this one that's like aqua blue, it will give you threads that they have in the shop that match that color, which I think is pretty cool. If you're into matching your threads with your fabric, you already know I like to contrast, i.e., I have purple highlights with blue hair. So I'm pretty sure if I wore makeup, it would be just like one eyeshadow purple and the other one blue or something. I don't match very often. Clume House, that's what I was wanting. Clume House is so good. Her quality is so good. I love Clume House. If you're not familiar with Clume House, go Google them. They have great bags. Ellie's she with her patterns you can buy like they have a video tutorial. I have made every single one of her bags. My favorite one is the slapstone. Oh, and she makes that on her Singer, guys. She makes that on her Singer. Ellie has so much skills, so many a great history background. She used to live in Philadelphia and she would make messenger bags. Messenger bags for bikers out here are huge because they do it in DC, they do it in Philadelphia, they do it in Maryland, in Maine. Bikers out here transcribing like uh, documents to one office to another is a real thing out here, and she used to make them. She is phenomenal, like phenomenal teacher, phenomenal person. She has workshops. I believe she's in Seattle now, if I'm not mistaken. But she was the first person I realized about the rivet tool remover, and then everybody else started saying it, but Ellie was one of the first. Don't sleep on her. She is extremely talented. Yeah. I like making my own wax canvas because I like to use like fandom fabrics, and they sold like the Doctor Who and the Harry Potter bags that I made, the large ambers, they were one of the first ones to sell. And it was crazy because one sold at AwesomeCon, and then they were at this last con, they were wearing that bag proudly. They were like, it protects all my art. It's amazing. And when it crinkles, it looks great. Hey, Faith, I have coffee, but sure, I could have hot coffee too. That's going to be, I'm going to be. I put, there's 2 espresso shots in here. I would put espresso shots in my frappuccino. That's what you do. It's normal. What? Do you guys want a 17-year-old? She knows how to make coffee. And burnt beignets. She's like, wow. It does take a day or two. I let my wax canvas sit for 72 hours, and that is really hard for me because Kendall could tell you he hangs it up in our washroom, so it'll be above my head, and I'll start crinkling it, and he's like, "Can you leave it alone?" Yeah, I agree. Once you start waxing your own canvas, then it's kind of like cool because then you can wax like Tula Pink fabric, Free Spirit, like all the like Allison Glass, all the Riley Blakewood, all these really beautiful fabrics you can start waxing, and then it's a whole different ballpark. Like people need to tap into the Tula Pink because what happens is Tula Pink's fabric, if you go into their group, it's always quilting. So if somebody makes a bag, generally that bag sells because people love them some Tula Pink, and a quilter may not necessarily know how to make a bag, and vice versa. So people, that's an untapped market that people could really start exploring. It's too much work. House, thank you, Jenny. I'll tell Faith you love her. I'll take her. Yes, I do. It's actually Kindle in the video. You hear me just making side commentary. If you go into my playlist and you just put wax canvas, you'll see Kindle pop up, and he has a video. Because he does all the wax canvas for me. I showed him, but then he started creating his own details, and he'll explain to you how he uses Rocky towel, Roxy and Loki towels. So we have a set of, okay, when we get new towels, we give the old towels to the dogs. So like when it rains, people out here in DC and in this area, they already know it rains out here all the time. So we'll lay towels down, dry the dogs off when they come in. And so what happens is that so nothing happens to my wood table. Kendall lays these 2 huge cardboard boxes, then like the dog's towels, and then parchment paper, and then he does the waxing, and he goes over that in there to how to protect your tables and everything like that from waxing. He's pretty good at that because at first when I seen him waxing on my table, he almost died. I love my farm table. I love my farm table than most people. I waited like 20 years to get this farm table, okay? And it's pretty freaking epic. So he almost died. It's okay. I love him though. So when I realized what he did, then he showed you, and then he found He has a cheap iron that you can get at a secondhand store, and that's what he uses. He has like a whole kit. We have two different crock pots that you can get at secondhand stores that are used. And whenever I want to do it, he's like, yeah, he'll just be like watching football or one of his sports or one of his comic book shows, and then he'll he'll sit there and he'll do it. Me and him have two different tactics. I have actually half a footage of me finishing a bag. I just have not showed you guys the fabric to edit it because I do more of like a stippling. So that way I have a different brush. It's a round brush that's more coarse so that I could try to like get it through the material. Either way it goes through because you once you start waxing, you can see it come out on the other side. But I like try to grind that wax into the weft and the weave. So I've had that video on my phone for like 6 months. I just need to show, I need to edit it and show what the bag looks like, but the bag sold. So I'm going to have to insert pictures. So there's that. Yeah. Kendall's like really good at it. Like he has his own little technique and everything with parchment. He has like a kit. So there's like two kits. Like one day I'm just gonna when Kendall has like a couple days off, I'm gonna have him sit down. He has two kits. One he has my how he wraps gifts and how he sends out my packages kit. Then he has a kit for waxing. So these are the two things I asked him to do. So it's pretty funny. They're like little tote bags that have everything that he has in it, kind of like a kill kit, but for bag making. Yeah. So, you got to figure out your own little recipe. I was messing with because of Lisa, I was messing with paraffin wax and beeswax, and I gotta tell you, I kind of like the way it looked. At first I didn't because I didn't let it cure long enough, and it was a trial and error. The first day it looked like you know that a layer of fat when you're making soup, like that foam, and you're like, ew, that's what I look like. I was like, son of a biscuit eater, I just ruined this fabric. And then 2 days later it was clear. I was like, what? Good morning. Yeah, so it was hit or miss, and then depending on where you get your stuff at, if you got it from Candle People, did you get it from whatever. I still haven't tried the seal wax that the men use on their slickers for that are like the boat guys that catch seafood, like in that TV series. And I watch it sometimes because I mean, I don't know why. It's not exactly like groundbreaking, but it's Deadliest Catch. Why is that show intriguing to me? I have no idea. It's kind of like Shark Week. I'll just sit there for hours watching like 72 hours of footage of just sharks. They don't attack anybody. It's the same information I've heard like for all my life, but yet then they're majestic and I watch it. Okay. Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah, Faith makes the slow drip coffee for me. She does the right amount of sugar because I don't really like sugar in my coffee, but I do like heavy cream. Oh man, Sandra's daughter's cupcakes. Like I am trying to see if Sandra could send me some cupcakes. We're not that far. The cupcakes should be good. They should be. Those were the best. I am not playing with you when I'm telling you these kids are freaking so talented. Like, I don't know if, okay, so I know a lot of you guys buy new Moxie because you know I'm like a diehard fangirl of Nicole. But do you guys really know that her daughter makes ornaments? Now we're in Christmas in July, so I'm going to say this. Go to New Moxie's page, and then Nicole has handmade gifts. They're not made by Nicole. They're made by her daughter. These ornaments are amazing. I have given several of them away as Christmas gifts, and people totally freak out about them. They're absolutely beautiful. Like I have tried pin ornaments myself, and I wind up using like 8,000 pins on one ball. And we have some ornaments that we call murder balls because they're full of pins. And if we throw one at you, chances are it's going to get stuck to your face like Hellraiser, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I I refuse to get rid of them. I made them. I'm sorry. They're not perfect. I'm not an ornament maker, but Nicole's daughter is. I have given them away as gifts, and then I do want to plan on get some more. There's a couple of people in that I work with, like doing testing, and I found out um, they like Harry Potter, and she makes really good house ones, and those are the ones I generally get for people. Kendall wants a Ravenclaw one because I gave one to Christina, and so I need to order some more. But these kids, we need to support them no matter what they do, because they're on a creative aspect when a lot of kids aren't, like where they're like, oh, social media, look at me, like these kids are like doing using their creative process and making things like cupcakes and ornaments. So we need to support them because it's supporting our future and encouraging creativity. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox, and I hope you like my Cardi B two piece, like sticking out my tongue. I did that just for you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Christmas in July. I know. I've never ordered from Purple Dragon. I've always wanted to try their they have like an emboss or deboss Mickey Mouse vinyl. I'm curious, but I'm always afraid of it because of lace. Lace vinyl has me afraid of emboss or deboss vinyls because the stitches. I don't if they're not straight all the way across, if it goes into like a divot or a dip and it looks weird, it will drive me batty. Everybody has their thing. That's my thing. Thank you, Jenny. I know I'm trying. I'm really trying because that purple one looks so beautiful. Like I Purple Dragon's Mickey Mouse one looks so beautiful. I've seen people make bags that look like they're Louis Vuitton. That print is gorgeous, but I am a little bit afraid of emboss and deboss vinyls. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just want that lace messed me up. Maybe I think if I did like the Belladonna where there's no top stitching, the lace would look amazing on that. But like having it where, because there's inconsistency and it's not even and leveled, there's a chances of the stitches could come out like to the side, underneath something, and it does not look like uniformed. It does not look consistent. And that is my, everyone has something in something with it. Like one of my friends, she hates when someone shows a bag and there's thread tails, any kind of little bit. So like she will go in there and she'll cut every single tail, like where you can't see it. She'll go burn every single thread and whatever. Everyone has like something that they can't stand within it, and mine's is inconsistent stitching. I will rip out stitches like no one's business. Ooh, I know. I want some. Okay, so like I also, okay, so I want some flaming hot Cheeto thread from Kasaya. I don't like that thread color is so pretty, and I feel like if you made a matte black bag, mm, that stuff will be hot. That will be a beautiful color. So there's a couple different thread things I want. Again, I need to go to Wizard Stitchery. I need to get I Smell Children. If you have not went to Wizard Stitchery, they have tons of really cool pulls. They have fandom and non-fandom. Recently, I just finished a bag and I bought the resin zipper tape from My Handmade Space. I think I had okay. This looks like metal, right? It's not. It's resin. And I put this on 2 bags and it looks like straight metal. Now you can't use like a zipper pull like this. You have to use a resin zipper pull. My husband even said, he was like, this is the best zipper tape he's ever seen. It looks exactly like metal and it sews over like a dream. But the problem is that you're going to have to start a new zipper system with, because these zipper pulls for our number size 5 don't fit on these resin zippers. But I'm not going to lie to you. I am 100% filling resin zippers right now. That was my first time doing it. And then I have a bag today I'm going to use it on. They're a little bit stiffer to put on, which might be beneficial for some people because the tape is a little bit stiffer because of the teeth. But they look like metal. And I'll give you a perfect example. Normally I would use something like this. This is number size 5 from this also This is the difference. They're both from My Handmade Space. And this looks like it's metal. It comes in different teeth color. Not a lot of color in these. I think it's like black and white. That's it right now. But I was really shocked. And then that's what brings me back to Wizardly Stitchery, because I think they have resin zipper teeth as well. Thank you, Jenny. Yes, and it's awesome. I did not know. I did not know. I don't want to start a whole nother zipper system, but I might have to, because if you're looking for, if you're, let's say I'm making that Princess Leia bag again, it would have been cool to get white zipper tape with rose gold metal um, um, zipper. But the issue is that all the cool zipper pulls that were Princess Leia won't fit on it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks like zipper like the metal ones, and it doesn't sew over bad. Like I was like flinching right when I went over the zipper teeth, because I was like, it's gonna pop. It's because it looks so much like metal zipper, and it went over like regular zipper tape. I was like, shut the front door. They have the pulls at this where you order them. I'm trying to see if I have one right here. I think I used them all. They have, so what if you go to My Handmade Space, where they have the what type and you put the resin, they have the zipper pulls with each pack that you can get. I haven't ordered it from Wizard Stitchery, but I know they have it. Yeah, that zipper tape is like, it looks like metal. It looks like metal zipper. I was like, shut up. Um, So yeah, I wanted to share that with you. I have to put them in a separate drawer though, because I can't put them with my zipper tape drawer, because I will try to put a size 5 in that, and because I would be hot. I'll be hot. I'll be like, wait, I just cut this zipper tape. But yeah, I tried that this week on a bag, and I was thrown off, because it looks, when I took pictures of the bag and my husband took pictures, he was like, "Do you use metal zipper?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "That looks like straight up metal." And it was pretty cool. The pulls are not the same as a regular size 5. You can kind of tell the difference also in the teeth. Like I think this is a size 5 zipper tape. You can see like this is a little bit wider. Like the teeth, the zipper pulls are completely different. See how these are closer together? These are farther apart. It gets a little stiff, but I kind of like it, because it really does feel like that's what my metal zipper ones did. And I put a little bit of zipper lube. Yes, that's a thing. And it worked out just fine. It's YKK carries it. I'm like wrapping up my zipper tape. I usually put like rubber bands over them. I don't use a zipper tape. I'm like the one, I don't use a zipper jig. If you watch any of my videos, I have one, but I don't utilize it. I don't use a zipper jig. I think they're incredibly useful, but I think you should be able to use a fork or whatever and be able to put them on. I can't say that you can or can't, but they were easy to put onto the teeth, because it is they're thicker teeth. So I can't explain it. It was just like you could just boop, pop it right on. And I was trying to see if I can have one here to show you, but I believe I bought a pack of 3 and I used all 3. So I actually have to buy more zipper pulls for this one. But yeah, I bought the green one. I bought a black one with metallic green, and I'm about to make another She-Hulk bag with it sometime this month. But yeah, I was really surprised with that. I was like, what? That was my first time using it. So yeah, that's basically it. All I have right now. I'm trying to do a video, but if I don't, I don't. But I have some coming. I'm going to show you a bag tomorrow that I tested on, and I'm really excited about that, because it's super beginner friendly. But besides being beginner friendly, it's a pattern that's going to be costing under $3, as well as I feel like it's very market friendly. So if you're a person that does craft shows, markets, or any of those things, or want to give a special gift away, these bags are super gratifying because they take a matter of minutes. It takes longer to cut out than to sew. It has a very cool technique and how the bag closes, and it comes together really, really fast. And I think you will really enjoy it. So I'll show you that bag tomorrow. And I think that's pretty much all I have. I'm trying to look on my phone real quick because I wrote down stuff. Because I've been trying to see who has, like, because I keep seeing Christmas in July and da da da. Okay, yeah. So that is it. Um, we've been on for 46 minutes. It was real talk. You guys got to see my blue and purple hair, which the purple's not really showing, but yeah, I went blue. I'm kind of feeling it. My curls are really defined with it. Oh, and I got purple nail polish. Oh, my husband just gave me that. Hold on. I need to book my place there too. I was like, yeah, screen. He like showed me on his phone. I was like, yeah, can you screenshot that and message me, please? Where's your screenshot, Kendall? Okay, so I stayed at the Grand Hotel in Kissimmee in Celebration. It's it was at 3104 Parkway Boulevard in Kissimmee, Florida. It literally, like, Mika would come and get me, and it was like a 2-minute drive to the thing, but and that's not, and there's a Starbucks on the way. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, Grand Hotel in Kissimmee. Grand Hotel Kissimmee at Celebration. Why is that such a long name? Grand Hotel Kissimmee at Celebration. That's the name of the hotel. Yeah. I was real okay. So, like, again, when I went in there, I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck. The hotel was nice and clean. The shower was amazing. Um, and I was really concerned because there was football players and they were like drinking and they were barefoot. I'm still you know what's not? It wasn't even them playing football in the hall because I mean that's what I'm used to guys doing things like that. It was barefoot. Who goes barefoot on a public floor, a public carpet? It's gross. And I was judging. I was judging. And now, grant you, I know they play soccer and they're just like whatever, but I'm just like, ew. Bombastic side eye on that. Um, if you're gonna enter a bag in a bag, a bag in a bag fair, take your time. When you make it, first and foremost, because this is going to be something that is judged and people are going to put their hands on it. So they're going to look at your stitching, they're going to look at your material, they're going to look at the construction. um, Take your time, plan everything out, write a really good description because people do like to know the backstory if you're like using cork or like recyclable vinyl or leather, whatever you're using. um, and like kind of write a small like not a thesis, but like a small thing, what inspired you. Like I seen this fabric and it made me think of, the Caribbean, and I wanted to capture the Caribbean vibe, and this is the reason why I picked these colors and this shape. Just take your time, and also go in thinking that your biggest achievement already you entered something, and if you win or you lose, it doesn't matter, you tried, when a lot of people don't want to try or are afraid to try. So give yourself some grace, and it's going to be exciting, I bet. And I kind of want to know more when you do it. That my tip is just be originally you. um just be you. There's no one like you, so people are going to love it. I'm going to So Magical. I have my flight. I just need to book my hotel room, and I still haven't figured it out. Um, I think I'm gonna stay at the same place. Honestly, it makes more sense to stay there, because it wasn't bad, and I already know. But it's really weird the where this hotel is. If you pin it in Google, you'll see it's in a hospitality lane. So usually, when anything with a hospitality lane is nothing but restaurants and hotels. So there is nothing but hotels around this whole cul-de-sac. So it's pretty cool because if you don't stay there, there's other places. I just can't do the Gaylord at all. I think it's beneficial for people who like get tired easy or have kids or who can afford it. No judgment. And then it's cool because then you could just bring your bags up into your hotel room, which thank you, Monica and Mika, for letting me do that because I do utilize my friendship. I call my friend Cardin. And because things do get heavy, especially if you're like buying vinyl or whatever, like it starts weighing on you. So just keep that in mind. And if you're going to stay at a hotel off-site, maybe think about bringing a carry-on case that has wheels, so that way that's empty. So this is my theory. If you buy it that's empty that has wheels, you could bring it to the convention, and as you buy stuff, you could just put things in your carry-on case and you're just wheeling it behind you so there's no tension in your shoulders or no unnecessary weight that you have to carry. And then that way when you like shuttle back to your hotel at night, no biggie, right? And plus some vendors will be like they'll put your name on it, like you could buy it, they'll put their name on it, and you could pick it up at the end of the convention, so that way you're not lugging it around. Oh my god, yes. I honestly believe in that one. If I'm not mistaken, when we were going past the alligator, and that's probably why I also can't say there any place that has like free range alligators or crocodiles or whatever, I'm good. I'm not good because all next thing I know, I'm having nightmares that these things are crawling into my room at night. We all know I have an overactive imagination. Um, so past the alligator thing, there is a FedEx thing inside of the hotel. I do remember seeing that. So you can FedEx to yourself in the hotel if you stay at the hotel. If not, there is FedExes and UPSs and all that stuff all the way around. You can just mail it to yourself. But yeah, the carry-on case is the idea I thought of. I was like, hey, yeah, that I could just wheel this on behind me, just load everything up. And if anything's that bigger, then like you said, just ship it to you. And if someone's driving, maybe be like, hey, can you put this in the back of your car and I'll pay you to ship it to me? Yeah, man, I don't like carrying stuff around. I like I bought like spools of thread from Sam and it was like 5 and they were like 125 weight and there was like 2 that were 210. Now, at first when you holding just one and it weighs like 1 or 2 pounds, you're like, okay, cool, right? The thicker the weight, the heavier it is. I was carrying those in my backpack and at the end of the day, my back was like arched because it was like 10 pounds on my back. I guess I wasn't paying attention consistently through the day when I was like stuffing hardware and everything. I was like, why are my shoulders and my mid back hurting? It's because I was throwing everything inside my backpack and not carrying anything I was using. So just something to think about. A little PSA right there. So, alrighty then. I'm gonna hop off, finish my 2 coffees, and be hyper for about 4 hours, and and try to maybe get one tester bag or one order out so that way I'm done for the week. So I will talk to you guys later and I hope everyone has a really good day, okay? Bye.